Each week we listen to an album, here's a remind. Just know it's gonna take about 3 hours of your time to hear us complain or praise each other's taste. But no matter what, at the end of the day, we're just best friends who love different music. We are earbuds, earbuds, earbuds. This is Earbuds.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Earbuds. If you're watching this on YouTube, first of all, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Tell us everything you're thinking about. We want to know, we really do. Good or bad, good or bad. And if you don't want to watch it on YouTube, but you think that's your only option, no. Find us on all podcast platforms and follow us there. You can download the audio-only episodes and listen to them on your way to freaking work, baby.
Oh my God! This is Earbuds.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Earbuds. My name's Landon.
And I'm Joey.
And this is the show where every episode, one of us brings an album to the other guy and we say, do you like this music? Because I like this music. And then the other guy says, no, not really. Or he says, yeah, I've already listened to this a bunch of times.
We went to see them together.
Yeah. Or he says, yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, we don't know yet. But that's part of the fun of the show. Yeah. We're going to go through this album. We're not going to say what it is yet, but if you can see in the video, that you could probably actually take a guess, or you saw the episode title. Why do podcasts do that, where they're like,
I don't know.
They try to keep it a secret, but the title of the episode
they go,
is
well, we
thing.
haven't introduced our guest yet.
Yeah,
it's like, they're in the description. You think I'm just listening to whatever? I'm not.
No, I'm listening to whatever podcast.
I'm listening because of that guest.
With Elon Musk.
Throw up those inverted butt cheeks, the Venn diagram where we love what's in the middle. And I feel like we added, maybe, in that inverted butt cheek, it got a little bit bigger the other day.
Our butt cheek is growing,
because
inverted.
I brought The Story So Far, an album by them.
Yes.
You, then next week, your choice, you said, well, let's cover their new one. Because I had been saying, oh, I like it.
You were whining about, I can't talk to anyone.
I wish I had a friends. I need to talk about the new
You said, fine,
album.
let's do it. And I was like, oh, we don't have to do that.
Yeah,
everything.
You get everything. What's the thing from the movie? Let's do what you want to do.
I don't know. God, if I knew what that was from, I would be so laughing. In my head, it's like, I don't know, this tallest staircase and there's a slinky. But what do I know?
Yeah.
And then so we did that all the while I'm saying, oh, we don't have to do that, all the while I'm fingering my record collection, ready to pull it out.
What?
So, and of course, lead singer of that band, Mr. Parker Cannon. And I said, you know what else? He's got a little side project.
Yay!
So we're covering that. But our inverted butt cheeks got bigger because I think you like Story So Far.
Hey, the story so far is I like the story so far.
I like it a lot. So I decided to bring No Pressure's album, another pop punk gem of the scene as of late. It's their self-titled album. They've had, what have they had here? They've had one EP, I believe, the No Pressure EP, self-titled. Then they did the Bed of Nails single. Basically, they're one of those punk bands. They're putting out a couple singles.
Yep.
2022, they put out their feet. This is our second record of the day, and I'm falling apart.
Their sort of debut LP.
Yes, their debut LP comes out, also self-titled. Yeah. I can't figure this stuff out. Now, interesting thing, as we've talked about with this, the lad that's up front.
We could call him a front man.
Yes, Mr. Porker. He rarely does interviews. I know there was some as he was taking a break, I believe, from Story So Far. We didn't cover that album, but there was sort of there was some sonic changes to the band. Some sounds changed. I believe their bass player left at that point. He said, hate all of you, et cetera, right? There's some turmoil. He's saying, do I like music? But he goes back to his roots. He starts a little three-piece. Parker. Yeah. Goes back to his roots. Starts a little three-piece pop punk band that's reminiscent of early Story So Far stuff, but a little more of the old school, maybe faster pop punk stuff. Where that one, you could say, yeah, there's some Newfound Glory influences. I feel like this one is a lot stronger on the sort of Blink-182 style of music.
Yeah.
He did do an interview with Mark Hoppus for this band that I had mentioned. Mark had said that they listened to this album. Him and his son had listened to it on repeat on like a road trip. And so he got Parker on his radio show and they talked about recording this and how he wanted to do something a little smaller because the Story So Far has huge places they play. They've got the sort of the barrier set up, and he just wanted to do smaller shows and doesn't want to promote this band in the same way.
Yeah.
Almost like not wanting it to be as big as the Story So Far.
Yeah.
Because that's not fun to kind of be a part of. Boo-hoo. Story of my life. Everything I do is too successful.
Wah. Everything I touch turns to gold.
Which I kind of think is why then
Member.
he had him on his show, and then after that, Mark goes, surprise, Blink-182's back. You know,
Yeah.
We're gonna tour the UK. They brought Story So Far with them.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was a discussion to bring this band, and he maybe said, I don't want that for this band. Of course, also Story So Far is just bigger.
Yeah,
And
it makes a little more sense.
Makes more sense to bring that band with them, but I don't know. It's interesting. There's not much to know. It's just like a band that exists, I guess. The other two guys, I believe, have been in a couple other projects, and Triple B put this one out. It's a cool record label. So I found them through Story So Far. And what about you?
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should just.
I mean, I was going to say, I think, to your point, you can hear the Blink sound, I think. But also, as I was listening to it, I was like, it almost sounds a little more like Newfound to me than even Story So Far.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. That's what I just kept listening to it and thinking, why can't I, like...
Story So Far maybe has a little bit more, there's more arrangement to the stuff. Some more...
Yeah, these are just.
Is it that there's more of a melancholy sort of like sometimes minor key sort of feel to the stuff, where this is just more of that upbeat?
Maybe it's that, and just I don't know if Story So Far almost feels more aggressive in a way.
Sure,
but but not in. I just don't know. I can't put my finger on it, Joey, because
I know what you mean. It's more aggressive, but while this also would maybe fall under that, it's a sort of pop punk speed sort of thing.
Like this is faster.
The drums also to me they have a little more of an old school sound, like the snare.
This sounds like, to me, I was like, oh, this sounds like that sweet spot of the sort of self-titled Sticks and Stones era, Newfound Glory, and that sort of like late 90s, early aughts pop punk.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe the Story So Far stuff didn't quite sound like that.
It is more aggressive. It's kind of a little verging into hardcore a little bit with their older stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much on the new albums, but
that's yeah.
It's interesting, right?
It is interesting, and then I was thinking, why just because I know we've talked about them now for 3 weeks in a row, so we've kind of touched on the fact that like he did this as kind of he wanted to explore kind of a different sound, but not really
do the same. Yeah.
But I like it, and I will save the spoiler if I like it more or less.
Hey man, me too. But I think just by saying that, you're dumb. So you've given, but it is weird that when in that interview he talks about how he kind of like discovered, like he got into Oasis, which made him like music again. And then he's like, so then he did this or whatever. I'm like, what? It's not the same. Like,
no,
he is then just going back to do the same, kind of the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
it's the same world.
But with different guys.
Right. It's pared down to
less
there's
guys.
3 guys instead of like 5.
Right.
You're just getting to the bare bones and kind of wearing your influences on your sleeve a little bit.
Yeah.
With how all the instruments sound.
Yeah.
I will say, I believe the guy's name is Ben Hirschfield, produced this. Might be on the back. But he also was an engineer on the newest Story So Far album. So I think he's they brought him on to help with that. I always wonder, do bands like that, you've got the guys in the Story So Far, and they probably want to go on tour and make a living. And then
they can't.
he's like, I'm going to do this.
Like, yeah, I actually have another band. And
right.
But usually it's like, I have another band, but it's like a folk band.
Right. It's like, I got to do some of my solo stuff.
Yeah. And then they go do
same
like
shit.
but he's like, yeah, I'm doing like a side project. It's kind of.
It is sort of like the boxcar racer thing that ruined Blink when the whole time Mark's, then he's like, I guess we could have just done this together.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and I'm going to bring that producer in to work with us now too. Interesting.
But yeah, at a certain point, you have to just say, okay,
Yeah.
you're either a band or you're not,
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know. You'd have to have some hard feelings about it, though.
Yeah, because then maybe you listen to this, you go, these songs are good.
Yeah, why
Like,
do you
you
give us
could've-
the shit
Yeah.
ones? No.
I guess whatever. Hey, man, I guess it's time for us to maybe hang up our stuff, lock it up. Can you shut that door?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You wanna talk about it? I got nothing to say. Wanna walk around it? You just chose your way. All the times I've done it, I see you there. They were all unfounded until you made it clear. I've been dreading this for so long. I've been dreading this for so long. How can I stay here once you're gone? Seal it off and lock it up. There's nothing more to do.
This is Blink.
Sweep it
Yeah.
up and clean the spot. Nothing without you.
Check this out.
And now I'm looking on the outside for the things that I had left behind. Don't try to make new strides, no. You just fall into old ways. Always thinking of your well done. Always speaking out of time. Why? I've been dreading this for so long. How can I stay here?
I regret to inform you, this is where I said, I think I like this more than the story so far.
I regret to inform you. Me too.
One of the great regrets in my life. Truly, I saw that this band was like playing at some weird upstairs venue in Chicago, like a small venue. I was like, I should go to that. And I was like, I can't make it work, whatever.
Sure.
I wish I
Yeah.
would have, because now I feel like they are also getting to the point of they are popular because they're fucking great.
Yeah.
So playing bigger shows, and they don't have social media presence. There is a fan that runs like a no pressure archive site. There's like no merch you can get. This album always sells out.
Yeah.
I've been like refreshing. There was like months of me like trying to get the album. It's just very like no frills sort of, maybe the way bands should, just trying to make it as like,
Yeah.
it's hard to be a fan of them that way. But
But-
it is like, yeah, why do you need an Instagram? I get,
Well, but they don't, because he's already in.
that's the thing.
A
And
big
like
band.
you've got people that will then like post the flyers for them and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can do that. Which is kind of cool because then it's like trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
But
it's definitely cool, but it's definitely a privileged like.
yeah, I would say that these two other men in the band are not that. It's because Parker's in the band,
Yeah.
and while he wants to do this to maybe get away from that,
Yeah.
you can't because people are already like ascribing that to what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the music's good.
It's so good.
I was actually, this is now that we're into the album.
Yeah.
when I first thought of bringing Story So Far, my first thought was, I was like, I don't think I'm even gonna. I was like, I think I might just bring No Pressure when I was setting up maybe the albums I would bring.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, he'll like this. I love this.
Yeah.
I was listening to it constantly,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'll probably bring this. It was just when Newfound Glory came up, I was like, well, here's sort of the in. But I felt like you don't even need that like preamble.
No.
I love that band, but
Hey, me too. Don't get me wrong.
but I was like, I could just bring this and it would be great. And you don't need the backstory of this guy's in another. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, the music speaks for itself, doesn't it? And it is like there's not enough. To me, there's not enough of a difference between Story So Far and this, where like
You have to be like, well, he started.
like
with
he kind of
this.
started with a different sound, and it's like, no, he didn't. But then he had two other guys join him and make even better sound. And again, it's like 1A and 1B. It's not like it's massively, but there's just something here that's, I don't even know what it is. That's what I mean.
This is when I feel stupid for doing a music show. When I'm like, I don't have the vocabulary of it. It's hitting whatever.
Yeah.
A certain thing, even more so than the early Story So Far stuff, where I was like, every song here is so good to me. This is hitting whatever that is like, but it's also crazy.
It's so good to me.
I know we're only one song in, but it's like, what am I looking for? Their name, okay. Parker, Pat, and Harry. Remember that, PPH. Yeah, it's just crazy that when we talk about like the new Blink album, and there's so much that I feel like is a miss.
Mm-hmm.
You go, well, so what did you lose? And whatever. Like you were doing this kind of, in a different way, but it's like you were doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Or, Newfound Glory was, and some of that is whatever there might be limitations to the genre.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
But I think his lyrics are, like we talked about with Newfound Glory, where it's like, well, they're still kind of singing about maybe some of the same stuff they have been.
Yeah.
Whereas.
Well, and I guess maybe for me too, like the later stuff of those bands where like I know the guys in them.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, this is kind of where it's like it is kind of cool to not know, to not have that kind of, what do they call it? The parasocial relationship with the group, where you're like, well, I know that Chad cheated on his wife with his girlfriend or whatever, where you're like, well, this is a love song, but about the third woman he cheated on with or whatever, where you're just like, there's this sort of remove that you are sitting there listening like, why are you guys singing about this? Because I know you, and this doesn't really work with what you are. But this, it might be touching some of the same stuff, but
there is some, like on the album, the Story So Far album we covered that he did after this, there's stuff on there that's clearly about his dad.
Yeah.
But, and that's sort of just, like you said, that's sort of the, I don't know, the 2022, 2024 sort of like, we do know stuff about people, whether it's from reading interviews about bands you like, or like that stuff will become knowledge somehow or another.
Yeah.
People know someone passed away and it's in the song lyrics. You kind of know that, but it's not the like you follow them and they just post about their life and they don't do a lot of interviews and stuff. So it's just,
and I mean, like not to say Newfound Glory does too, of like, I don't really know, I'm not keeping up with them either, but just by being a fan of a band for 20 years, you just know stuff,
gain knowledge.
But like to that point, like is it Sticks and Stones, the song Sunny, that's about one of their dads dying? I don't even know which. That's what that's I guess what I mean. I don't know who died, but it's that song that is sad. You know, like you know that it's real, coming from a real place. And it's talking about something different than girls and like partying or whatever. And it's like, there's more here than than just being shook by your shaved head.
Right. Because it's like when everything's perfect and you go, but I know it's not. And it's fine that it's not. I mean, you can have a song where it's like, great, it's a love song, you're happy with who you're with, but
Yeah.
I know there's some other stuff going on.
Yeah. So what do we do with Lock It Up?
Well, I just wanted to read you one thing here from our sponsors.
Our friends at the Genius app and Genius Lyric website.
Genius.com website. If we go to No Pressure, which is so easy to do, what you'll notice, first of all, is if you go to the album, it says No Pressure. No Pressure is Parker Cannon vocals, and that's all. So
You do feel for the other, I don't even remember their name, Pat and Harry.
yeah. Well, there might be some, Harry might be maybe a little bit of a sex past.
Okay,
We
we
might know
don't
something.
feel bad for one of them.
I don't know, 10 years ago something happened and everyone said, come on now. So something's going on there.
Okay, well, it's Parker's band.
Yes.
And they're just living in it.
But you feel bad for
Story so far.
these guys and the story so far.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just a natural inclination to like care about the singer.
Yeah.
Because while like a guitar player is like, this is how I feel
Mhm.
through my fingies.
Yeah.
You're getting a story of someone's like
Yeah.
life through
Yeah.
the lyrics.
Which is weird when you find out that the singer isn't the lyricist.
Right. So you're like, so
"Then
who are you? Well, like this band I went to see the other night, who shall not be named, the singer takes his wireless microphone out into the audience and he's like, do you guys mind if I hang out down here with you for a bit? In that sort of band guy voice where it's like, just be yourself, man. So he stands down there and we're all like watching him and people are standing around him singing and they got their phones out. There was 4 other guys in the band that are just on the stage that are doing the heavy, like they're doing everything.
Right.
And no one's looking. I realize it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're also playing.
Yeah.
And they know that this guy is going to go out and get the attention and they still have to play.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, man.
It
It's
is
so
interesting.
crazy, man.
That is funny, especially at like a smaller venue like that. Where,
Yeah.
like, where are you going? Like, like another band we've talked about, Switchfoot.
Mm-hmm.
When he goes out in the crowd and he's climbing up into the balcony and stuff, you're like, yeah, but that's kind of different
Yeah.
because it's not about him.
Right. Somehow
It's cool if he does it.
well, and then
To me,
no, when I've seen the National, he will go out as far as possible with
Yeah.
his wired. Listen to me.
whoa,
And he's
he's not one of these bougie.
He's got
wireless.
his cord wrangler, and to me, that's also part of it because he's going up 3 balconies, and then he's like, "There's this long ass wire," and you're like, "How's this gonna work out?"
Uh-huh.
And then he jumps off has
Yeah,
to get back and
Yeah.
get his wire back.
Yeah,
That's cool, and I know it's called a cord. So it says
cable really.
cord. I've been dreading this for so long. How can I stay here once you're gone? Seal it off, lock it up. There's nothing more to do. Sweep it up and clean the spot.
Sweep it up.
Clean the spot. Nothing without you. He's also doing his own like backing the whole time.
Yeah.
But here's what Genius has to say about
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Moving out of a living what the hell? Moving out of a living space shared with your ex ... He can't stay there either because he can't afford it alone. Or there are too many painful memories. He has no choice but to clean it up and move out.
Thank
So
God.
their first thought is like, well, logistically,
Yeah, economically.
if you're splitting the rent with someone, like they are, right?
Yeah.
He's not saying that.
No.
I gotta
How can
move
I
out.
stay here once you're gone?
Splitting the rent.
It's going to
Literally,
financially decapitate me. I got to find some studio
God, that's funny.
apartment. I think, but this was
Two updudes.
such a perfect starting song because to what we were saying earlier, I feel like this chorus feels like a vintage Newfound Glory song, and then it goes into a vintage Blink-182 song.
Should we play the end of this one into the second one?
No, not yet, because I have one more thing to say.
Okay, but then I will.
Yeah. The chorus, and then it goes into the sweep it up, clean the spot. I feel like Mark and Blink listened to this album so much that it bled into their writing. What's that song from the new batch of songs? The break it up, na na na, na na na.
Get it up back and bury it.
Which is one of the best songs on the whole.
Exodus from the mine.
Yeah, but it kind of.
I can't stop listening to it, man. I mean, I did. Oh.
Go ahead.
Too far?
No. We can just go into the. Yeah.
Didn't mean what I said, and now what we had was dead. Could you be less upset if I quit and just reset? Did you mean what you said? Now you're just too far ahead. Play my heart, not my head. That's the only thing you get.
Well,
That's
the song's a minute long. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. And we didn't even do our shit karaoke over top.
No.
So you won this round.
I hope you're still listening.
And we only say that because we got a comment that said just play the song or don't. The shit karaoke has to stop. And we talked about that on another episode, but I realized it wasn't this one, so I have to catch you up now.
Yeah, because that episode came out 3 months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, no promises though, because this album has got me absolutely banging.
Yeah, there
Back
might be
and
some
forth in my
karaoke.
Yeah, there might be a little karaoke. But here's what you could do instead of being a little bitch. You could sing along with us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What do you think about this?
Great. Like you said, it's 1 minute.
Yeah.
I mean, God, what do you...
What else do you want?
But it's cool. And it's a 1 minute song, but it's two different songs.
And it still has the breakdown in the...
That's what I mean. It's like...
So
yeah, I love this too. It just rips.
Mm-hmm. Did you mean what you said? Now you're just too far ahead. Play my heart, now you're ahead. That's the only thing you get.
I don't have too much to say, to be honest.
No. I mean, God. I feel like we could just go through this album fast, clean, just you and I, hand in hand. Turn that up. Blink.
Yeah.
Phasers it.
No wonder Mark's like, I love this album.
You just want to listen to the whole thing, Joey.
This far into the album, I start doing what I did with Story So Far when I was like, every song I like more than the last.
Yeah.
When it gets to the what am I looking at here? Oh, the lyrics. Just to prove to myself that the chorus, show that you won't go away. In my world, it's just me and my old man. What a great, and it's like so fucking fast under him. And he's doing the little, like, he's singing at a different tempo than everything.
Yeah.
He's just kind of eating he's like at the buffet and just going for it.
And it is,
while they're ripping ass under him.
Yeah. Which, again,
Bending under.
it is the same sort of formula as Story So Far, but why does it feel so
His singing is different, right? Like there's a melodic pop. I don't know what he's doing in that I'm like.
It's a little more melodious. And it is more blinky.
Mm-hmm. I know he said that when they kind of got together to work on this stuff, he's like, we rip through like 16 Blink songs, like old school Blink stuff. And Mark's like, I love that. Of course, yeah, you would.
You're in the band.
If someone told me like me and the guys covered like 15 episodes of Earbuds, I'd be like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, cool.
'Cause I'm that.
I love you guys.
That's me. Me.
That's funny.
So this song's awesome. The chorus is awesome.
Mm.
Maybe one of my favorites on the. It's so hard to know because there's so many and they're so fast.
There's so many. They're so fast, and
like
they're all short.
Yeah,
and you're just like, God, that's great.
Having calling the guy your old man in there. That's sort of a. What would you say that is? It's nice.
Yeah,
but like there's some real stuff in here, but it's to that like pop punk thing where people are like, it's just about, whatever, girls or something. Like there's something a little deeper going on here.
Yeah.
But you don't have even any time to think about it because all of a sudden you're getting blasted through the speakers from both sides. Bass.
Of course, Mark liked this.
I know.
I like this.
I can't see you anymore. It's just something I ignore. I can't see you anymore. It's just. I can't see you anymore. It's just something I ignore. I can't see.
All right, we'll turn it off. 2 minutes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, ba-doom.
Now play that. Come on.
He wants me to play it. Come on now. I just got to hit this. And we go down. Wait, that's the wrong song. So I go back.
Just little stuff like that.
And then I go down here.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
I know I said this about a different band to you for some reason in my life, but this band makes me want to be in a band.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I want to do. Now, my question is, who's playing that bass? Because he's not up there playing an instrument. No, sir. He's got a microphone.
He just sings.
I don't think he's got no guitar on stage. So maybe they got to bring a fourth person into the mix?
They're bringing another.
They've got a Jason White on their hands.
Yeah. They've got a Quattro.
Yeah.
They just won't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the stories so far, guys.
Yeah. It's probably, the guy from Man Overboard that he just carts over from band to band. Weird guy that he would do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, this is one of my faves.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then we get to the next one.
Yeah.
Now, this one's absolutely sickening how good it is.
It just has every element that I want in a song.
Right.
And damn it all if I did, because remember the first Story So Far album we covered, I said it feels a little bit samey by the end, where it's this aggressive pace, and it felt like it was a feeling that there weren't the sort of dynamics that I want. Then the most recent one, there were, and you can kind of tell there, but then there's this, and it's perfect.
And where's it been? I listen to so much music where I'm like, okay, but why hasn't anyone figured this out?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of bands I listen to like this, but there was still like, when I put this on, I'm like, what is it? What are you doing that no one else is getting? You know what I'm going to do? Yeah. It's the guy that hates doing it. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
We love him, but he would rather take a one-way trip. Whoa. One-way trip up your ass.
Yo. How you feeling tonight?
I think I should let you know all the money that you blow. We won't ever buy you what you want. And I just think that you should go find a piece of fucking grow, then decide about what you want. Cause it won't last long if you play it wrong. You need to cut your loss and move on, Lord. The feeling's gone, it's washed and done, and the words aren't enough anymore. There's nothing I can say that will bring you back to me. Can't look back on a one-way trip and know you're sure of where you're gonna go. Can't go back for the things I miss, and that means full price to where I need to go. I think everyone you tell isn't buying what you sell, and it's fucking up what you want. Make believe inside a cell, I know that you mean
I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
You got to, but you don't want to. And what a great problem to have.
First of all, last song he says, my behavior has been dangerous of late. And I believe on the first one we listened to, he says, they say I'm rude of late.
Whoa.
So he's kind of playing off whether he knows it or not. I think he knows. But I think he's playing off a Story So Far song lyric there, which I always love, these little Easter eggs from our best parasocial friends in these bands that would rather we don't ever look at them or talk to them. Now, this song, on the other hand, it's an absolute ripper, man.
It's ripping. It's doing all the things you wanted to do.
Because you've got this tension getting to, it's a little slower. They slow it down, but there's this tension getting to the chorus.
Yeah.
Where you go, I hope it's as good as they say it'll be. And then they do it and you go, it is.
It is. They were right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's this thing too of
This Hawk 2.
oh yeah, sorry. There's Hawk 2 of the verse is almost as catchy as the chorus. it's happened now for 5 songs in a row where you're like, well, any of these other dumbass bands, the verse would be their chorus because that's all they could come up with.
That's what your stupid ass could figure out. All these other bands we like.
And I just mean, there is such a, like, I don't know what I'm looking for when I'm looking for this type of music, but I know it's like pornography.
You know it when you hear it.
Yeah. As the Supreme Court said.
Yes, that's not just some nasty thing he came up with.
No.
But that's when I see people say like, "Oh, you'll like it sounds like this."
Yeah.
I go, "No, it doesn't." Though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I know you want to tell me it sounds like Knuckle Puck. It doesn't.
No.
Stop. No. Stop.
I won't, and I can't.
Or whatever it is.
Sure.
It's just you're wrong.
Yeah.
That's all you can do is be wrong.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Yeah. Because, and then the thing is, and then maybe you are looking through all these things and then you realize, oh, this doesn't sound like it at all, but I like this too.
Right.
It's usually that's what happens where it's like, oh, I didn't actually want more of this because this is this.
Yeah. You go because they've got that sound. It's just all, but the voice. It's the way he sings. It's the choice, the melody of his singing with this sound of drum, this sound of bass, this sound of guitar. But if another band, you got none. I don't want that from you though. Do your own thing, sicko. After I've been looking for it, and I find it and I go, yeah.
It's just it's real good. And
I mean, what is another band gonna do? You're looking for it, and then when you finally find it, you go, "What? You're gonna do the same thing?"
Yeah.
This is Newfound Glory.
Yeah.
Soak it up like it's the last time that
I forgot to say to you.
in my thoughts, but it's just not the same thing. What's the point of doing circles in the night when you wake up every day and it's all just the same thing?
That's what you wanna know, and you can up and go. Cause I got nothing to show for that.
How could you ever know? I didn't ever show signs that I wanted a break from this. That's what you wanna know, then you can up and go. Cause I got nothing to show for this. How could you ever know? I didn't ever show signs that I wanted a break from this.
Break from this.
Like you
Just
are,
kidding.
like it's the last time that I'll ever get to fight with you.
Fuck, I gotta end the song.
Change my name, still just the same thing. Still just the same thing.
That's when the audience like,
The audience is laughing.
because you all do it together. You
Yeah.
kind of smile like, "Damn, we really in it now."
We did it, Joe. Yeah.
Soak it up.
Soak it up like it's the last time that I'll ever get to speak to you. And yeah, you're in my thoughts, but it's just not the same thing. God, don't that hit different now that you're 40?
Yeah.
I just like it.
That's what you want to up and go because I got nothing to show for that. You ever know? I didn't know. Yeah. But
I like the lyric. I don't have much to say about the lyrics. I just like.
I like it. What do you want from me, big
And then
man?
at the end, he goes into the little like you think he's gonna pull a little hoppus,
Doom.
and then he's like, "It's getting blah, 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 blah."
Yeah, that's fun. Do you think it probably was? Mark was like, "I remember when we used to play like
Yeah.
this."
There's got to be
A little
'cause
wish
he
fulfillment,
was
or a
like,
little.
This is what I want
vicarious.
from music, and it's like I know, but then do that, my
Yeah.
guy. You can.
You're the granddaddy of it all.
You don't need to be like, and there's cum on the couch. I know we make us go, ha, okay.
Yeah,
You can do this.
just do it, big man.
I'm giving you bad news. Do that. I like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
You
They-
kind of did this.
they did it once. Damn.
Damn. What's your favorite? Hey, bro. What's your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Big, man. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Faces you know, they just come and go, and they all like to show their understanding. What do they know when they come to a show and they try to again from where they're standing? I thought that you got it, but it seems you got it wrong. I thought that you got it. You don't know us, don't know trust. You leave here empty-handed. You might fool them, but you don't fool us. Your bullshit, I can't stand it. You walk around like you won't catch your fate. I take you out if I could. You see a big man, but we see a clown. I hope you fuck off for good. I thought that you got it, but it seems you got it wrong. I thought that you got it. You don't know us, don't know trust. You leave here empty-handed.
You can't look back on a one-way trip, but you know full price the way you need to go. I had to do it to him.
Yeah.
I had to do it to him. I got spaghetti on my sweater already. Mom, spaghetti.
There's only so much you can do in these types of
I don't-
songs.
guess what? I don't care.
Yeah, because this is good too. Yes.
And I think the lyrics of this one is even better than the other one, it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, this is in
Some idiot at the show?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
This is in that great tradition of just hating a guy.
Yeah.
Which I love.
You're in the Dookies and the Nimrods and the
Yeah.
any band that's just like just, fuck you.
Oh, you think you're a big man? I could take you down.
Oh my God.
And I love it.
You see a big man, but we see a clown. I mean, just end the album there.
No, don't.
You might fool them, but you don't fool us. Bullshit, I can't stand it. It's just they're kind of mad at someone.
Yeah. I love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love when a little band is mad.
But what do you know when they come to a show and they try to run game from where they're standing? We'll get you, mate.
We're coming for you.
Can't look back on a one-way trip. It does sound kind of the same, but whatever.
Yep.
Also, we're 7 songs in.
Mm-hmm.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, god dang, Hawk to a spit on that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have much more to say about this one. I love it.
I love it. And I think at this point, I mean, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, actually, you know what I saw today? Wait, what's that one? The Olivia Rodrigo album. Is that called what I think it's called?
Yeah.
Sour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, could you slow down?
That's just the way that it goes. Didn't mean to make you leave your bags and all your clothes. Why is my focus barely here? Feels like I'm right at the close. Maybe it's just the day I've had, but I don't know. Every time I think about you, I get sour. All the things we never got to do. All the time I spent inside you felt like hours. And I wish I will be
know what? Maybe I can't be I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't join your band, guys.
Yeah.
Sour. What are you doing? He's got a genius. Is a genius telling you something?
Yeah. Some crazy stuff. I can't even really.
Oh my God. It's long.
It's long and I don't quite even know what the hell I'm looking at here.
No, this is not right anyway. The first sentence is wrong.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned as someone with a brain.
Well, I think you should read the rest of it.
Should I read it out loud?
Sure.
Okay.
This
I'm
is
just gonna read it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it says. Here's what I'm gonna tell you what I think it's about.
Please.
Now,
Please.
a lyric that I can pull out is all the time I spent inside you felt like hours.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of saying sex.
Well,
But I don't think, to me, it's about his dad.
like in his balls?
No, it's like, I never get to see her smile again. Like,
Yeah.
it's like missing someone that passed away and spending that time with them and being in their mind and all this stuff. I'm going to read this.
Well,
Our friends at Genius.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I never want to see you cry like that. Swear I could still hear your ghost. Never had a memory hurt so bad. I miss your smile the most.
Because that could be about a girl, but it's like, doesn't it seem a little deep in it? Okay. The lyric that they've pulled out is because every time I think about you, I get sour. All the things we never got to do. All the times I spent inside you felt like hours. Unreviewed annotation. This song is about the falling out of Parker and his former bandmate Kellen, which ultimately led to Kellen parting ways with the story so far, who was their bassist at the time, and ending his affair with Parker. Is this a joke? In the chorus, Parker reminisces about their volatile physical relationship and underscores his animosity towards Kellen for wanting to settle down, ultimately choosing his wife over Parker. He is bitter about all the things they missed out on, like pouring up, playing PS5, skateboarding, and going to A's games. But things finally came to a head when Kellen also slept with producer Sam Pura while the band was recording proper. Okay. I don't need to read. This is so long. I'll do it. It's the only good thing we've ever gotten from this website. While the band was recording Proper Dose at Panda Studios, after a frustrating and decisive month in Canada, Parker and Sam already had beef because of Sam's creative oversteps in the song selection process, in addition to calling Parker out for his lack of enthusiasm and passion in the booth. To get back at Kellen and Sam, Parker refused to let Sam mix the record and started eventually playing bass to undermine Kellen's value, eventually being taken under the wing of Mark Hoppus in a questionable father-son Epstein-esque relationship that Parker recounted in his autobiography and memoir.
Is any of this true?
Parker Cannon.
Does he have a memoir?
Autobiography. When you look up...
Or Mark Hoppus. Does Mark have a...
When you look up Parker Cannon autobiography, it says Parker Cannon has removed the story so far from his bio on Instagram.
Oh, no.
Which is from like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Maybe it's Mark Hoppus.
But it says that Parker recounted in his autobiography. The Mark Hoppus memoir just came out.
Yeah.
Some of this is, as far as I'm aware, true. I mean, this sounds like, this is probably why he hates fans.
Yeah.
It's just assholes.
Was he having a volatile physical relationship with his bandmate Kellen?
That can't be true.
And he's bitter because they miss out on pouring up, playing PS5, skateboarding, and going to A's games because of...
I mean, I did get that from the song.
And because Kellen picked his wife over Parker?
Okay, here's what I know of this situation, which is why I just don't think this is what the song's about.
Well, for the record, I don't either, but this is a whole
This
bunch
is so
of
wild. But it's like, it goes from
goss.
like the affair thing to just like typical band producer stuff.
Yeah.
But I know from reading stuff that Sam Pura has said to fans. They said, what would it take for you to work with The Story So Far again? And he said Kellen would have to be back in the band. He's the most responsible out of all of them. And I would want like full control over certain aspects of like what gets released and recorded and stuff. But it doesn't seem like, why would he have the guy come back? He's like, I want Kellen back in the band, but also I secretly recorded all of his bass parts for him. But I do know that guy did get married. Like he is married to someone, so he left the band to probably. I mean, I've heard Parker's hard to work with.
Yeah,
it keeps coming up.
Yeah,
I wish I didn't have to keep saying it. I just want to rock out.
Do you think Kellen also had a sexual relationship with Sam Pura?
Yeah.
And to get back at Sam, Parker refused to let Sam mix the record, and Parker started playing the bass to undermine Kellen's value.
Who would take the time to write this?
Oh, wait, there is a comment.
Oh, okay. Read that.
Oh, it's been marked as a stretch.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess not no one is refuting, but it is an unreviewed annotation. I think we need to flood the Genius app and let the people know if it's true.
Right.
But ultimately, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. The point of this song, I think, is completely lost on this Genius annotator.
I think they had a funny idea to them.
Yeah. And
they just had to pick a song that they could.
And the idea of comedy is subjective. Some people are funny, and other people think that they're funny, but they're actually severely lacking.
They're not
mental.
Yeah, they're not funny.
Yeah.
I'll stop you right there. They're not funny.
Yeah.
But it was funny, of course, for us to read about these sexual relations between these two band members. This is probably what he wanted to get away from by doing this band. And then some like 45-year-old guy in a backwards baseball cap thought he'd spend some time on Genius. Makes me sick.
Hey. Makes me sick.
Makes me sick.
People passing out in parking lots.
Thinking of the bad habits.
Now the whole world is full of it. Build a bunker and jump in it. Whose idea was that? Probably Chad, right?
Yeah.
We can say like the S word, right? And he's like, sir. God, I feel like I'm truly stuck here. And gonna hit that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Turn that up a bit. Getting a lot of. Oh wait, is this? Just getting a lot of background noise.
Yeah.
Change if you could. You said you won't care, I knew you would. Now in the same spot, stuck in for good. All that you say is misunderstood. And I'm holding back the way I really feel. Been showing up the deepest cuts that never really heal. 'Cause it's all I think about. So much left to figure out. Try and accept that it won't go your way. What you're going to say? Think of your face just to get through the day. Still ain't the price that you had to pay. And I'm holding back the way I really feel. Been showing up the deepest cuts that never really heal. 'Cause it's all I think about. So much left to figure out.
We should stop. But I can't.
I'd love to be the one, you know that I've got places left to go. And ever since he left, I know that I still need that space to grow. I'd love to be the one, you know that I've got places left. 'Cause it's all
had a... Oh. Hey, if there's ever going to be an episode that we can't get monetized, which is all of them, it's going to be this one.
Let it be. Let it be.
Shh, not yet. No, but I did have to do it to him, and this was the karaoke song. I had to.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. We're getting to the end there, and I go, well, there's another favorite of mine. I almost forgot about old Stuck Here. Did you hear, everyone? They're taking us out of Splash Mountain. That's a good SNL sketch. The Song of the South, like characters know. Hey, they're taking us out. They're saying we're racist. I think we're just misunderstood. Then they go by another one that has like a Confederate flag, and it's like history, not hate.
We'll send
anyway,
that in with our packet.
What did you think about this song, I guess?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It sounds... I think this one kind of sounds...
The same?
No. Well...
Sounds what?
I
was finishing your sandwich for you. I should let you.
It sounds like a Newfound Glory song in a good way. And I think that's kind of the story so far of this album is that it's just a perfect little synthesis of all the stuff I like, you know?
Because they're not trying to reinvent anything or do anything weird.
No.
It's not like bending genres in any way. It's taking like I feel like it really is just distilling it down to what are the things they like of this? Like, what are the best parts of this?
Even the drum parts, like Story So Far, their drummer's awesome. And he does some crazy stuff. And this guy, he's not really doing anything crazy. No. I mean, he's a good drummer. He's fast. He can, but he's not. Even like his fills, they're not crazy, and he holds back on where other people might throw a fill in.
Where there might be fills, it's sort of he reverts to this sort of 4 on the floor, sort of like in parts where you could just be like where like, hey Travis, sorry. Well, sometimes it's like, hey man. Like every single thing has some crazy shit. Yeah. And you also put it way up in the mix for yourself. He's like, hey. But I kind of like, it's just like, he's going from punk.
He's the punk
beat to, and I'm not saying cunnilingus.
I just think, yeah, he's, nothing is trying too hard in a way that,
because I think
it's
what
all
they
just
have is just good, and it's like, let that shine through. I've been watching these, and then we'll let you go. This is like the end of church, where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I know, another like, and it's kind of like when you make Kool-Aid and you think the guy's gonna come through the wall. I've been watching the Chef's Table noodles episodes, and you think about pasta.
Yes.
Think about it for a second.
Fazuli,
mozzarella, and you've got all the raguli and this like the spagano on it. Mm-hmm. But they go, what's the best version of spaghetti? Or pasta. Noodles. Oh, shit, I fucked that up. I've been watching this. Water, wheat, your hands, roll it up, right? And they go, it's the best pasta I've ever had. It's just that what's the best version? Sometimes the simplest, right?
Yeah. Little flour, little egg.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Get yourself a ragula or whatever, these big long things, you roll it out.
Yeah.
And that's it. Then you
cut it nice and thin.
Then they bring your $50 thing of noodles out to the table for everyone to share, and there's that much because the guy's back there making it by hand.
It took me 27 hours to make.
That's this album. 10 songs, 20-some minutes long.
Yeah.
But they crafted them.
God, that's a beautiful analogy, my friend.
Thanks.
Sure.
see. Anything else you wanted to say about that stuff? Because we're getting here finally to the end of the album. And
Yeah, you were talking about Tom Hanks earlier.
mm-hmm.
The one thing that's bad about a typewriter, you can't save your spot.
And what I say. Hey!
Tell me when you're outside. You know I've been ready to go. Tell me, are you alright? Hey, you look like you're ready to show everything you don't like and everything that you still don't know. This is gonna take all night, and I don't care where you have to go. Obsession, I need it, and I can't get over you. Obsessive, I need it, I can't get over you. You got me, I need it, I joined something into you. Got me at a red light, wanna leave but I just can't go. I don't think that you're right, you only care sometimes just for show. And everything is alright, I don't care that you still don't know. You've got me up all night, just to walk around the life you chose. Obsessive, I need it, I can't get over you. You got me, I need it, I joined something into you. Obsessive, I need it, I can't get it. You got me, my God, I messed it up. I joined something into you. Obsessive, I need it, I can't get over you. You got me, I need it, I
Where's the end of this?
something into you. There's not much space left inside to save your spot for good.
They put a phaser on the drum set.
I love this.
There's only so many days in a year I'll see you when again. I just don't like you like that. I hope you understand. I need it. I can't get over you. You got me. I need it. Obsessive. I need it. I can't get over you.
All right. When I hit this song, I can't believe it. When it ends, because I go, oh, what's after this? Nothing. It's over already. Oh, I feel like I just started listening to my favorite album by the band No Pressure, The One.
Yeah. By God, I say that's good stuff.
Oh, a tasty treat. Well, that's it.
I don't know what else to say, Joey.
What's the last thing
Thank you.
We'll see you guys real soon.
Never come back.
We're just out in the parking lot. They hit you with a bar stool. Not if I see you first.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So this was the great dilemma of my life, where I said, "Is this doing what I want from Story so far?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is kind of.
Joey, come back.
It's kind of just perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know what to. I mean, 10 songs, they're like 2 minutes each. Some are like 1 minute. A couple of them sound the same. Fine. I don't even care. You know?
No, and when like you go see a band like this, I go to a punk show, the songs are about 2 minutes long. They kind of, sometimes a lot of them sound the same.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the band, you're like, these all sound the same, whatever.
Right.
But if you do know them, you go, okay, I like this one. They do sound the same, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
And you're still having a good time.
Mm.
They rip through 20-minute, 25-minute set or whatever it is,
Yeah.
That's what I want to go. That's the energy you want. I want to see someone rip it up, get off stage. I never see him again.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Do I run?
Run.
Well, what do you give this album?
Oh, what do you give it?
This might be the highest rating I've given an album so far.
Whoa.
But I think, is it maybe like an 8.5? I mean, I did go ham on the Blink album, which I do regret.
Yeah.
And I sent someone a large apology in the comments, but which they then never responded to. Don't send me a long ass comment and then I respond in kind, thoughtfully.
Yeah.
And you just
Ghost him.
You ghost me. You're watching Peter Santinello go to like Washington D.C. or whatever. He's like, you got to check this place out.
Yeah.
There's a big building look like a nipple.
Don't watch that.
I think an 8.5.
Yeah.
I really like it. I want some more of it.
Me too. I guess I'll be hand in hand with you. Is that too far? Lock it up. Well, both sides of the story is a one-way trip to the same thing, big man. So
Stroke?
I feel like I'm stuck here. And I have to save your spot, Sour.
Yeah.
I say, this is what I say.
Or an 8 with a heart? Because it's like, now we have to qualify like,
No, we
yeah, I
don't.
know it's not like the most genius.
We don't have to qualify
it.
shit.
I'll probably do an 8.5 for a band that sounds nothing like this.
Of course.
How's that? I promise.
That's fine. 8.5 you give it?
yes, sir.
I give it an 8.5.
Hold on.
He's trying to electric shock me. He's rubbing it on his hand.
No, hold your hand out. And would you like a piece of gum?
Ah! That's why I say we're hand in hand.
Yeah.
So
And I say I'm stuck here.
and I say,
Oh crap! That's right. So you get to
Oh,
pick an
crap.
album, and now it's not going to be one that I'm interested. Now I'm interested in the show again
wow.
because it became
It's been
so
kinda-
many about things I like.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to something that you'll probably not like.
Yes.
No, I think for the reasons of this is a band that I knew of a few years ago, and I was kind of like, not for me. And then I heard
Lost Prophets.
yeah. And then I heard their newest album, and I was like, wait a minute. Maybe it is for me. But it's different. Sonically, it sounds different. So, and now I go back and I listen to the older stuff and I say,
Maybe I had them wrong.
maybe, I think I still had them right. I think they're doing now what they should be doing.
Okay.
I don't know, kind of tying into the sort of like finding your sound type thing. I don't know. I try to connect it, but they used to do more of the punk emo like
But
that.
you've connected it in your mind.
In my mind, I've connected it to. He's like, what kind of pop punk am I
Yeah.
playing? This kind or stuff that sounds exactly like it, but a little bit better? And these guys within their own band, they're not shopping around different bandmates.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying,
Let's switch it up?
Yeah, what are we?
Mm-hmm.
And I just as an experience, I find that interesting, and I like what they're doing now more than what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. So you want to talk about their newest album?
Yeah. The band is called Spanish Love Songs,
Okay.
and their album No Joy
Okay.
from 2023, I believe.
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
It sure is,
This
buddy.
is going to be interesting. I'm happy with your choice.
Very good.
And Well, we'll see if I like it.
Okay.
See you in a couple weeks, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not before I see you.
Huh?
Hit you with a bar stool.
Yo!
Bye.
Each week we listen to an album, here's our mind. Just know it's gonna take about 3 hours of your time to hear us complain or praise each other's taste. But no matter what, at the end of the day, we're just best friends who love different music. We are